Hey guys, welcome to the Nate Take. My name is Nathan, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to save a bunch of money on shipping Christmas presents across country. Now, some of you may know that I am a full-time reseller, and in that journey, I have learned all the tips and tricks that there are, as far as I'm aware, all of them, on how to save money as much as possible when you're shipping items. I ship every single day, lots of items, so I got to know the right way to do it. Long time ago, I gave up on going into the post office, UPS, whatever. I no longer go to them in order to get my shipping labels because I do them at home and I save a ton of money in doing it. I'm going to show you today the service that I use. There are a couple out there, but the one I like the best is called pirateship.com. This is a perfect way to help take off some extra cost from this Christmas season if you're sending presents across country to like grandchildren or friends and family. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over to the computer and I'll show you how to do it. Here we are at the computer. We're going to start off first at the USPS.com website so we can see what their prices would be. That's the most common one that people are going to choose, either that or UPS, which is what we're going to be looking at. So here on USPS, oh, by the way, the package that we're shipping, this is just a quote that I'm getting here. It's a 12-inch by 12-inch by 8-inch box, and I put that it weighs 2 pounds. It's fairly standard, and it's going from a zip code in Central Florida up to a zip code in North Carolina. So we retail postage price calculator. This is the estimator tool if you were to purchase either retail, which is at the counter, or click and ship, which, as you can see, they're both the same price. It doesn't make a difference. It used to make a difference. It used to be the click and ship was cheaper, but now it's to the point where they're both the same price. Okay, they have Priority Mail Express 1 day. That's going to be the most expensive, obviously. Most of the time, what you're going to pick is either this option down here, the UPS Ground Advantage, or Priority Mail. If you go into a post office, most likely they're going to push Priority Mail just because that costs the most. Although you can see it's not even a huge difference between them. So that's 2-day delivery, and it would cost $11.45 either if you were to order the label from the USPS website or if you were to go into the post office. $11.45 for a package that is 2 pounds, 12 inches by 12 inches by 8 inches. All right, let's go take a look and see what the UPS price is. This is going to be even better. Same exact package size, same origination and destination zip code. And as you can see, UPS is quoting the lowest cost is $16.09. Let's head over and look at what Pirate Ship offers. 12 by 12 by 8, 2 pounds. See shipping rates? Look at this. UPS Ground Saver. So that's the cheapest UPS option. $6.84. $16.09. You're saving almost $10 by going Pirate Ship. If we look over here, USPS Priority Mail was $11.45. Pirate Ship Priority Mail is $7.05. Ground Advantage on Pirate Ship is $6.92. USPS Ground Advantage, $10.25. So you can even see they show you the savings right here. So you're saving 32% for Ground Advantage, 38% for Priority Mail, 71% on UPS. The savings are actually quite shocking. I'm not going to lie. You can get 3-day shipping from UPS for less than what they charge you. You can get second-day air for a lower cost than what you can get standard slow shipping. That's pretty good to know. I'm pretty sure I got your attention. I'm pretty sure I got you guys convinced that this is the route to go. You can save a lot of money. I mean, the savings, honestly, they do get less at the heavier packages, but you're still saving money. I've had packages that would have cost me $10 more at a post office or at UPS. I saved $10 just by using Pirate Ship on one package. It's astonishing, really. It's amazing. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, how can this possibly be real? Why, this must be a scam. But the way that Pirate Ship and some of the other companies are able to do it is, so Pirate Ship is a website that offers labels to the users, right? The users sign up. It's 100% free. There's no fees. Let's say they have 5,000 users, Pirate Ship. Let's say those 5,000 users, between all of them, they all ship a total number of packages, 25,000 packages. Pirate Ship goes to USPS and says, hey, we've got 25,000 packages to ship. Give us a better rate than what you charge somebody who has one package to ship. USPS obviously is like, ah, that's a fantastic idea. Of course we're going to give you a better rate because you're buying it in such a large bulk quantity. So that's how they get it so much cheaper. They do the same with UPS. If you just want to take the item to the post office, to UPS, and be like, ship this for me, you're paying also for the packing and all that. Let's say for some reason you don't want to do that part of it. Pirate Ship can't help you with that, right? They're not going to come to your house and package your items for you. It's very simple to ship your own items. You can go get free boxes from the post office. Just walk in and say, hey, I need a priority mail box, right? They can show you the sizes they have available. You can even get padded envelopes from them for free. Free boxes. You go to the store, you can buy bubble wrap from Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that. You can get a roll of tape. You bring all that home, get whatever it is that you're shipping, your Christmas gifts for your grandchildren. Put them inside that box, put a little bubble wrap around them so they don't jostle and break. Tape it up, tape it closed. Very simple. And then you go to your computer, you weigh your box, you measure it to see how big it is, go into Pirate Ship, you enter all those details, you pay for it, you can pay with your credit card, and then you print the label off at home, tape it onto the box. You don't have to have the fancy peel and stick labels. Tape it onto the box. As long as you don't, the important thing to remember is you don't cover up the barcode at the bottom. That's the only thing you have to remember. Don't cover that barcode with packing tape. It'll make it hard to scan. Other than that, it's dummy proof. You don't need fancy stuff. Just your regular printer you have at home can print the label just fine. All right, so I've convinced you. Let's go ahead and jump here. I'm going to show you how to actually buy a label. All right, so let's say your grandson, your son, whoever, they like model trains. You buy this from your local Lionel store. You want to ship it to them. So this is my free box that I get from USPS. They call it a shoe box. It can be used for things other than shoes. The important part here is that the dimensions, right? 15 inches long, 5 inches tall, 7 inches wide. It's so simple. It's scored, it's ready to fold. I've got a fancy tape gun with eBay tape. You don't need to use that. You can use regular tape from your local Walmart. You take your tape across, cut it off. I always press it down to make sure it adhered to the box. Fold your tabs back. Set the box aside. Now you're going to grab your padding of choice. In this case, I'm using medium bubble from American Bubble Boy. Not sponsored. I buy bubble wrap in bulk. And so they are a great place. If you're going to, I am not sponsored. I really should be sponsored if I'm making videos about these people. If you're going to be shipping a lot of things, like if you've got 20 grandchildren and each of them is getting a separate package, could do yourself a favor, go buy a roll of bubble wrap off American Bubble Boy. It'll save you money. Trust me. Compared to Walmart, any of those other places, it is much cheaper. Okay, take your bubble wrap. So you take your train, right? Take your bubble wrap. Believe it or not, bubble wraps around the item. Just like that. See? I'm going to wrap. Look at that. If you want, you can use a piece of tape to close that down, which I generally do. Little piece. This is so simple. Little piece like that. That bubble ain't going nowhere. Take your box. Take your bubble wrapped item. And I check it. All right? What I'm looking for is I'm looking for the gap between the top of the item and the top of the box. They give us 15 inches. We're going to use 15 inches. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take bubble wrap. I'm going to take my train back out of the box. Bubble wrap. Let me pull this up so you can see it. So we have bubble wrap, box. Oh, line it up. Bubble wrap, box, train, down into the box. So now there's bubble wrap on the bottom. Take another sheet of bubble wrap on the top. Fold it. Tape it. We're packaged, we're bubble wrapped, we're taped, and now it's time to weigh it. We're about to print a label, folks. All right, you can use a scale, kitchen scale. It'll work just fine. All you need to know is ounces. All right, you got to know pounds and ounces. If it doesn't do ounces, it's not going to work. And of course, it has to weigh a small enough weight to weigh the box. I've got a postage scale here. You don't need a postage scale. It's 1 pound, 6.4 ounces. Now, this is an important thing to note. USPS does not care about your fractions of an ounce. All they care about is your rounded up ounces. So it's 1 pound, 6.4 ounces. I'm going to put 1 pound, 7 ounces. So you're going to create a Pirate Ship account. very simple, very easy, right? This will be your pirate ship screen. Now, everything that's down here does not exist on your end because I'm a reseller. I've shipped a bunch of items today, showing me all my labels I created today. You're going to see create a single label. Now, this is where you're going to put your information. Now, here's a quick tip. If you have the address somewhere that you can copy the whole address, name and everything, you can paste the address right here. That's what I'm going to do in this case. There we are. And it autofills down here. It's magic. Okay. Now, ship from. Mine is autofilled because my account is an old account, so it knows all my information, but you may have to put in the return address down here. This is where we really start making the label, where we really start saving the money. Type of packaging, it's pretty much always going to be a box or rigid packaging. The only exception to that is if you have one of these few USPS priority mail packages. Flat rate envelope, flat rate legal envelope, flat rate envelope, large flat rate box, medium flat rate box, and small flat rate box. I'll tell you one thing, I almost never use flat rate boxes. They always tend to be more expensive. I'm always going to use one of these two options, envelope, if I am shipping it in an envelope, or a box rigid packaging. We're going to go in here, we're going to enter the dimensions of the box that we measured. I already know the dimensions of this one, so I'm just going to punch them in, and then I'm going to put my weight, 1 pound, 7 ounces. Down here you have some extra services that are an option. You can add signature confirmation, you can create a return label, you can add insurance if you're shipping a high value item. Priority mail insures up to $100. We have the option for media mail that we can select. If we're shipping book, music, film, nothing else, no advertising, we can choose media mail. It's going to be slow shipping. It's not priority mail. That's slow shipping. If you're going to ship media mail, you cannot ship in a priority mail box. That's one thing I forgot to cover. If you're shipping in a priority mail box, you have to choose a priority mail option. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. If you're shipping anything that's hazardous, you can click that there. It will bring up a form you have to fill out that basically declares what the hazardous item is. We're going to click Get Rates. Now watch the magic. By default, it's going to select priority mail for me because it's determined that's the best option. But let's say I didn't have a priority mailbox, I can go down in here and choose another option. Right? I can go all the way to UPS ground, I can go next day early and spend an atrocious amount of money on it. But as you can see, all of these, they're highly, highly discounted. Priority mail is 29% off retail. Ground Advantage, 29% off retail. UPS, 70% off of retail. That's incredible. That's money in your pocket. All right, so I'm going to pick priority mail because I have a priority mailbox. And then now all you have to do, if it's not already on your account, you may have to enter your credit card information if this is your first label that you're putting in. You just hit buy label, and this screen will come up. Gives you a breakdown, gives you like a little invoice right here. You can refund the label if you made a mistake. If you're sending another box that's identical to the same address, you can click duplicate shipment. This here is your tracking number that you're going to need to give to loved ones that want to know when their goods are going to be arriving. All right, we're ready to print our label. We have our printer hooked up, whatever we're going to use. Print label, the big fat green button. You need to click the little tiny printer icon right here. Okay, one other thing before I print it. Up here you can choose your format, right? So this is what I was saying, 8.5 by 11. Right there, left or right side of the page, 2 labels per page. These are probably going to be what you're going to pick. That's a regular printer paper in a regular printer. That's all you need. I'm going to print mine on a thermal label printer because that's what I use. Print. Now, like I said, mine is a thermal label printer. So I have the extra satisfaction of being able to peel and stick. Ladies and gentlemen, I just saved myself $10. Didn't save quite 10, but $8.82. 29% off of retail. I'm happy to save that money. But think about it. If you're sending out a bunch of packages this Christmas, please, please, please consider Pirate Ship. You definitely will save money. That's a Nate Take promise.